Hey gang, Cheri here, and welcome to this edition of Travel Talk. Welcome everyone. Today is May the 30th, 2020. Oh my goodness. I don't know where May went. It just flew by. But welcome everyone. So I am going to take just a minute to tweet out the stream. Hopefully you will do the same. And I don't know about you, but all eyes are on the rocket launch. So the SpaceX rocket launch is taking American NASA astronauts to the space station. Now, SpaceX is a private company. So this is the first time ever that a private company has launched NASA astronauts into space. So I've got that going on over here. So if you see me looking over here, that's what that is. Hi, happy cruising. Welcome. Hello. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Are you watching the rocket launch? Are you watching NASA? I am tuning in myself. Hi, MGM Family Travel. Welcome. Are you all watching the space launch? There it is, NASA. If you guys have not been to Cape Canaveral, you got to go. It's amazing. Hello, Adventures of David and Aaron. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Okay, Happy Cruising is watching. Awesome. MGM Family Travel is watching. So tell me in the chat, or if you're watching the replay, put it in the comments below. How many people have been to Cape Canaveral and did the tour? It is phenomenal. The first time I went was when we did our big family trip when I was 16, and we stayed in Cocoa Beach, and we went to Disney World and Cape Canaveral and all of that. Absolutely amazing. And I always wanted to take, well, he was my fiance then, but my husband now, I always wanted to take my husband back to Cape Canaveral, and I got to do that. And he was just totally amazed as well. He is, oh, look, they got smoke coming out now. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is so exciting. You never did the tour? Oh, you got to do the tour. There's several different tours that you can do. We actually we got the chance to do the one that included like everything, even the astronaut museum and all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh, they got smoke coming out. It's T-minus 19 minutes and 50 seconds or so. And I think this is really going to happen, you guys. They were supposed to launch on Wednesday, I guess it was, but they had to delay it until today because of the weather. So look at that, guys. They got smoke coming out. I think this is really happening. Oh, yeah, you got to go do the tour. It is phenomenal. I mean, you get to, it's not in action anymore, but you get to go to the control room where they launched the moon landing in 1969. I mean, it is just mind-blowing. You've got to go. You got to go check it out. Next time you're in the Orlando area, it's only about 45 minutes to the east of Orlando, and they're at Cocoa Beach. So when you guys plan your trips to Disney, plan a day or two, maybe. One to go over to Cape Canaveral and do that tour. There's the top of it that you can see there a little bit. Awesome. There's smoke coming out of it. I'm getting notifications. Everybody's going live now. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is amazing. But yeah, so do a day at Cape Canaveral and then do a day at Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach is awesome, you guys. It's a great as far as the sand and the surf and everything goes, and it's not rocky or anything like that. It's a gorgeous beach. The pier that goes out through there has excellent food. You can go and eat, and I recommend the fish tacos. They are amazing. And so, yeah, go over there, tour the pier and all of that, and then, just you can sit out on the beach there, and it's so nice and relaxing. It's not overcrowded or anything like that. And you can go to the original Ron John's. The original Ron John's surf shop is there. So very, very exciting. Hey, check out all these channels we have in the chat here today. If you are here or you are watching the replay, go check out these channels. We've got Adventures with David and Aaron. We've got MGM Family Travel. We've got Happy Cruising. Oh, looky, there's Nancy, all excited about the space launch. I know, we're watching it. It's so amazing. They got smoke coming out of it now. What are we, T-minus 16 minutes, you guys? T-minus 16 minutes. I can't believe this is so, so cool. Yeah, it's definitely a go today, guys. It's definitely go. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. And if so, they should be launching here in about 16 minutes. Happy Saturday, Nurse Nancy. Hope you had a blessed week. Hope everyone had a blessed week. It was a very, very busy news week as far as Disney news goes. Oh my goodness, you guys. We got all kinds of news this week. And with other parks opening and all of that. So if you missed it, I do have a video about the Disney World opening, whenever they announced their opening dates, which is going to be July 11th for Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, and then Epcot and Hollywood Studios is going to be July 15th. There's Dee. Welcome, welcome. Hello, how are you? Yes, beautiful day for launch. We're checking out the launch going here. Everyone's saying hi and welcome in. So, yeah, so Disney, after they, everybody got all excited about them opening on July 11th, but then the next day, the hammer came down. Yeah, and so they actually canceled everybody's dining reservations and character experiences, character dining, all of that. Canceled everyone's dining plans that had that in with their package. So they are totally going to revamp their whole reservation system, you guys. So it is going to be, 14 minutes to launch. Hope everyone is enjoying and watching. I'm watching on the NASA channel. We have Hulu. Who else has Hulu? I have Hulu. And so watching the launch on the NASA channel. So amazing. So while we're kind of watching the rocket launch here, I was just talking about the tour there at Cape Canaveral and how amazing it is. And I mean, the one part that you go into has the spaceships suspended up above your head, and is just, oh, I got cold chills. You're watching on the NASA channel too, Nancy. Awesome. Yeah, everyone, I hope that you are able to watch where you are. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to tweet out the stream here real quick. Hopefully everyone else can share out the stream for me. And let's see here. Okay. and share it on Facebook. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube, you guys. So if you are not a part of my Facebook channel and Facebook group, you got to run over there and check that out. I have all kinds of great posts on there every single day, multiple times a day, in relation to travel, and some are just for fun too. Some posts are just for fun, and we all need a little fun in our lives after this whole pandemic thing. So hopefully things are getting a little bit better in your area. I'm still waiting to hear from Silver Dollar City and our annual passes over there. Hi, Disney Everett. Welcome. Yeah, I thought about going to the Christmas parties, but we'll wait till next year. That might be a good idea, Disney Everett, because at first, now I don't know how long this phase one of the phased reopening is going to last. They haven't really announced that yet. But at first, there's not going to be any parades. There's not going to be any fireworks. There's not going to be any character meet and greets. So I can't imagine them having the Christmas party without the Christmas parade and the Christmas fireworks and all of that. So, yeah, MGM says, huge letdown from Disney, but they will still make it magical. Absolutely. And, it's going to be limited capacity anyway. So, yeah, it's really all going to be just the diehard Disney fans probably that will be there in the beginning anyway. But yeah, so we're still kind of waiting to hear more about it, but they canceled everyone's dining reservations and everything, and they moved the window from 180 days down to 60 days to be able to book your dining. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. I'll probably say this wrong. Yogesh, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. We got T-minus 10 minutes and 22 seconds to launch. So I don't know if you all are tuning in, but hopefully you can see it there. We got the NASA channel going here. We've got the astronauts in their capsule, and they are waiting for launch, just a little over 10 minutes away. So this is at Cape Canaveral, and like I said, it's only about 45 minutes east of Disney World. So if you are ever in that area, I highly recommend that you go and check that out. They have the huge building where they used to build the rockets. So if you can imagine how big those rockets are, and they have to have a building to hold it, to, put it all together and everything, it is ginormous. From India, well, welcome. Welcome from India. Yes, good vibes to you as well. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah, so that building is huge. And on the side of the building, there is an American flag painted on there. And when you do the tour, I can't remember the dimensions now, but they tell you the dimensions, because it looks small, from your little bus that you're in. You're looking up at the building, and you see the American flag. It looks regular size. But that American flag is like, I don't know, it's probably the biggest painted American flag in the world or something. I mean, it's just huge. It tells you how big each star is and each stripe, and it's just mind-boggling how huge that really is, because it looks just regular size. It looks big, but you don't think of it, how big that really is painted on the side of that building. You can probably Google it and see it, and it'll probably come up. But yeah, we did the full tour. We were able to go out on, not the launch pad where they used to have the, the ones that are, going up to the moon, the big rockets, but we went to a smaller launch pad, and that might even be this launch pad. There's several launch pads there at Cape Canaveral. That this might be one of the smaller ones. I don't know for sure, but it looks like it in the picture. It looks like one of the smaller launch pads, but we were actually able to go to like a launch pad site, and it was just all gravel and everything, like mounded up there and everything. And then they even had grandstands, where people can sit out there and watch and all this kind of stuff. And actually, the last time we went, I want to think it was about 12, 13 years ago, I think. Now, it's been a while since we've been back there, but yeah, so it was amazing. You got to go check it out. I lost my train of thought because I looked over and it has 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes, you guys. It is almost time. Okay, here, let's see. Let's watch it together. But yeah, so, I know what I was going to say. So when we went, we didn't realize there was supposed to be a rocket launched that day. I mean, we had planned on going anyway, but then we found out that there was some kind of a rocket that was supposed to launch the day that we were there. Now, unfortunately, I guess due to weather or something, but anyway, so that didn't happen, so we weren't able to see a rocket launch while we were there. Disney Everett's been awesome. Yes, it is amazing. I highly, highly recommend it, especially if you have kids. It is so educational. Parents are always looking for things to do with their kids that are 6 minutes, you guys, that are also educational, and you can definitely get that at Cape Canaveral for sure. So let's watch and see if this launch actually happens. So Godspeed, God be with those astronauts. I can't even imagine what's going on in their minds. Oh, we actually did a simulation too. We did a simulation to a rocket launch, and it was so cool, you guys. It just like shook violently, but it was so much fun. It was so cool, and it really makes you think that you're really in a rocket launch. So definitely. Oh, I'm showing 5 minutes. I might be a little bit behind. Nancy's saying 4. But yeah, you guys, this is so exciting. Sorry, I'm not doing my regular news. Well, I'm trying to update you on the news with Disney while this is going on, but because I usually start with my Disney information. Oh, okay, my phone's going off. It's saying 2 NASA astronauts are waiting for liftoff in a historic flight on Spacex rocket to International Space Station. So if you all have not heard about SpaceX, this is the very first privately owned company that is going to send NASA astronauts into space. So this is very historical. Any rocket launch is historical, but this one is even more so. Hello, Old Helmet. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are waiting for the SpaceX rocket launch right now. It's sending the astronauts to the space station. And so this is a first. But from what I heard, the guy that started SpaceX or that owns it or whatever, he is the owner developer of PayPal. So, and they said, this is the first time that NASA has essentially rented out a private rocket so that they can be launched into space. So I said, okay, imagine this. the PayPal sends NASA astronauts into space through Spacex, which is essentially a giant Uber. They are actually, NASA is actually renting this, or leasing, or whatever they do, this rocket to launch those astronauts into space. So it's like a giant Uber. T minus 2 minutes, you guys. It is almost time. So exciting. You can see the smoke coming out there. And if Disney World was open, you can see this from Disney World. Whenever it goes up, it's a little smaller up there, from Disney World, but you can see it. I've watched a rocket launch. It wasn't a manned rocket, but we have watched a rocket launch from Disney World. T minus 2 minutes, you guys. Oh, you can see the debris starting to come down. See that? Looks like it's snowing. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so, old helmet. Yeah, I've never been there either. But they are going to start sending private astronauts into space if this is successful. They have people lined up, I've heard, that are basically going to pay as a I think it's called Space Adventure, they called it. And so, yeah, so like they're going to do this as an adventure. T minus 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, 15 seconds. It's almost time. But yeah, I got to see the astronauts get in their vehicle and drive away and say goodbye to their family and everything. My internet must be a little bit slower than Nancy's. She's got T minus 30 seconds. Here it goes. Here we go, guys. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. I remember in high school watching launches. We were able to bring a TV in. That was unheard of back in the day, and watch launches in our classrooms. That was so cool. Try to level it up. There's the countdown, you guys. There it is. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Oh. Should be time. Oh, we have liftoff. Look. Oh my goodness, there it goes. There it goes, you guys. Check that out. Wow. How exciting is that, you guys? That is amazing. So yeah, so they'll go up there and they will dock at the International Space Station up there. So this is the first time in years that American astronauts have went up there off of American soil, and the very first time ever in a rocket that is not owned by the United States. It's owned by a private company called Spacex. So that is phenomenal, you guys. We have liftoff, and you'll be able to see that tail, I call it, the tail of light. You'll be able to see that for miles and miles and miles. Totally amazing. Oh, look, now they've got a view from inside it's called the Dragon. That's so cool. So cool. So I don't know about you guys, but I love this kind of thing. I love the NASA channel. And if you don't have Hulu, I highly recommend Hulu. Also, that's our TV now. I mean, we cut the cord from cable a long time ago, and we're able to see our local channels too. Oh wow, there's a shot from up in the rocket looking down. Wow, you guys, so incredible. But yeah, Cape Canaveral and Cocoa Beach and Disney World, all of that is kind of right there all together. Um, we were able to take an Uber from Disney World, and go on over to Cocoa Beach. So we did our days at the parks, there at Disney World and everything, and then we went over to Cocoa Beach from there, and we spent a few days. There's Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Welcome. We're just watching the SpaceX rocket launch. So exciting. But I know Orlando is your neck of the woods. Brittany was a cast member for Disney. Hopefully will be again soon. Yeah, that was so exciting, Nancy. So exciting. These pictures that they're showing are still phenomenal. From the rocket looking down back at Earth. Oh, wow. Look at that. I hope you guys are watching this. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Just mind-blowing. But definitely, if you're in the Orlando area, definitely take an Uber. It's only like I said, about 45 minutes away, and go over there or drive if you have your own car, and go check out Cape Canaveral, check out Cocoa Beach, and all that area has to offer, because it is an amazing area. We stayed 2 years in a row, actually. That was so cool. Yes, Old Helmet. Left to watch it live. I don't blame you. That's so cool. But yeah, so definitely go over to Cocoa Beach and check all that area out. Like I said, you can go to the original Ron John's and all that over there. Have no plans to go back to Disney until the mask requirements gets lifted. Yeah, I think you are with a lot of other folks on that, and that's okay, because it's going to be severely restricted at first. So they're not going to have the fireworks, they're not going to have the parades and all of that anyway, and it's going to be at probably a quarter, I would say, capacity. So you're going to have reservations to get in the park, guys. Like I said, they are revamping all of their reservation system, and so you're actually going to have a reservation to get into the parks. So that's how restricted it's going to be. So yeah, Disney is having to revamp all of their reservation system right now. So we're still kind of all up in the air, and waiting to hear exactly what they plan to do with that. So, all right, so on to cruise news. So this week, I always like to tell you all what I get in my inbox. And so this was a story that I got this week. So I just wanted to share it with you. It says, what the 2020 summer cruise season will look like. Now, this is granted if they're able to go cruising again, which we all have our hopes up that we will be cruising this summer. We shall see. But it says the summer cruise season should be well on its way by now. Hundreds of thousands of passengers reveling in the sun, eating some of the best food they've ever tasted, and visiting amazing ports of call. But the global spread of the coronavirus pandemic changed all of that. So it has created havoc throughout the cruise ship industry and shutting down the ships, causing financial hardship for almost every cruise line out there. So this is where we're at, guys. So after more than 2 months, there is some optimism that countries around the world will begin the process of reopening their borders and their economies. But cruising will change, and that's for sure. So here's what the 2020 summer cruise season will probably look like. Okay, so we'll start with all important dates. Okay, so the CDC has a no sale order in place until July 24th. So they put that back in place, I think, about 3 months ago. Something like that, 2 or 3 months ago. And so any ship that carries more than 250 passengers, and they did that in order to halt the spread of the disease. Okay. So that limits the big cruise lines to an opening date of August 1st. So it leaves it open for smaller cruise lines to start before that date. But American Cruise Lines actually has a startup date of June 20th. So they may start a little earlier than everyone else because it's a lot smaller ship. Okay, but this is very much dependent, it says, on the situation and how it evolves over the next few weeks. So what the virus does, can change these dates and may push it out further. We don't know at this point. We've never had to deal with anything like this. Okay, so, all right. So, yeah, so then it talks about American Queen Steamboat Company, and they're opening up, or they plan to open up June 22nd. And this is the American Duchess paddle wheeler, has a capacity of 166 passengers and 70 crew. Now, we saw the American Queen. We actually did. We live really close to the Mississippi River, and there's, different places that you can go to the Mississippi River from here. And it's only about 30 minutes, probably less than 30 minutes, but 30 minutes to the east of us. So, but we were in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and that's where the American Queen docks. So they'll dock there, and then the people will get out and they go and they can do all the shopping and stuff, downtown there. And they must take them somewhere else because they had tour buses there. They were taking them, to different places. So I don't know exactly where all it took them, but there's all kinds of little quaint, antique shops and things up and down the main drag there, and some great food that you can get over there. Highly recommend Brassard's, which is Cajun food. Oh, just amazing food there. But yeah, one day we were just down there, for a day trip down to Cape, and could not believe our eyes when I pulled up and saw the American Queen Steamboat Company with their paddle wheel boat there. It was amazing. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so here are the current dates, you guys. So fingers crossed. This is the most recent information. Okay, so Carnival, with Carnival Cruise Line, circle August 1st, when they will sail on the Dream, the Freedom, the Vista, the Horizon, the Magic, the Sensation, the Breeze, and Elation. And they will all set sail from their respective home ports in Galveston, Miami, and Port Canaveral. Speaking of Port Canaveral, that's where the rocket launch was today. And that's where we got on the Oasis of the Seas. Beautiful ship. Highly recommend the Oasis. Awesome. Okay, so Costa Cruise Lines is scheduled for August 1st. Crystal Cruise Lines is scheduled for August 9th. Cunard is scheduled for August 1st. Disney, the Dream, leaves out on July 31st, followed by a week later by the Fantasy, Wonder, and Magic. which I know now that Canada has closed its borders for the rest of the summer, up until like October now. So all of those Alaskan sailings are now finito. They're done. So Holland America has canceled all Alaska, Europe, Canadian, and New England cruises for the summer and fall of 2020. Let's see, MSC, they're still scheduled to start on July 11th. So we'll see how that goes. Norwegian is scheduled on August 1st. Princess, most cruises are canceled through the fall of 2020. So then we have Regent Seven Seas, August 1st, Seabourn, October 14th. Silver Sea will roll out its ships in a course of 3 months starting July 16th through November 11th. Viking Cruises is scheduled for August 31st. And then Royal Caribbean, I was on the webinar with the president and also the chairman and CEO over the last couple of weeks. So those were very interesting to hear what they were saying, was going to go on with Royal Caribbean. I know they were talking about, I'm trying to pull up my chat over here. Sorry, guys. I know they were talking about the at first, only the biggest ships, the best destinations will be open. So we're hearing, and I don't know to what extent, but we're hearing that their private islands are going to open first, so that they can kind of control that environment a little bit more. So we're really excited to hear, what all is going to be sailing. They have not announced exactly which ships or which itineraries will be sailing yet. So we're still waiting on that. But it says Richard Fain, chairman and CEO of parent company Royal Caribbean Cruises Limited, said that as this virus continues to throw us all for a loop, the good news is that we're beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Doesn't that sound amazing, you guys? I need a light at the end of the tunnel. That's amazing. It says we're stronger than this virus, and now it's time to emerge gradually, thoughtfully, and preparedly. So they are getting prepared to reopen. It's very, very exciting, you guys. Like I said, just can't wait to see what all is going to happen. Brittany says, I cannot handle wearing a mask. I nearly got sick the other day being forced to wear one. Oh, no. They don't bother me. Luckily, I was able to wear mine with no issues at all and felt totally fine with it. So, but hopefully, Brittany, you can try it again, hopefully. Yeah, poor Nancy. Try wearing one for 13 hours while you work. Oh, not fun. Well, bless you, Nancy. Bless all of our nurses and doctors out there for sure. But, one of our favorite nurses, in-house nautical nurse, Nancy. So, yes, definitely go check out her channel. You guys check out all the channels that are here today in the chat. They have excellent YouTube channels. Go check them all out. So, yeah, so as far as the cruise news, everything is set. Pretty much all of the cruise lines are set to reopen on August the 1st. And so June the 1st is in day after tomorrow. So June the 1st is day after tomorrow. So then we've just got July and August. So 2 more months, and hopefully we'll, start sailing again. And Also, you guys, I've been seeing in my emails all week long about certain destinations that are reopening. So there are a lot of destinations that are actually reopening soon. Yes, Nancy, very exciting to talk about cruising again. Absolutely. So I can't wait to, bring all of the news to you guys. So definitely stay tuned to this channel, and I will try to keep you updated on not only cruising, but Disney and all inclusives and all of those kind of things. Oh, here's my website. My website is awesomesunsets.com. So those of you who are not familiar with me, I am a travel advisor from the St. Louis area, and I specialize in cruising, group cruises, Disney, all-inclusives, Alaskan cruises, trips to Hawaii, trips to Europe, all of those kind of things. So as things start to open up, definitely let me know if I can help you plan your next adventure or help you rebook if you've had some of your adventures that were canceled. But yeah, there's my website, awesomesunsets.com, and you can contact me there or email me at Cheri@awesomesunsets.com. And you can also message me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And definitely check out my Instagram too, you guys. I love to connect with you all on there, and I am still posting pictures from our Disney World trip in February. So stay tuned for more on that. But I've got pictures and videos on there from all of our cruises too, and all of that kind of thing. So you'll want to go check that out. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and share it out. Share it out to all of your friends and family so we can grow our Awesome Sunsets Ohana. My Facebook page, I have a Facebook page and group called Awesome Sunsets World Travel. I have, like, my Instagram is Cheri-Awesome Sunsets, and my Twitter is at Travel Awesome. So look me up on there, you guys, if you haven't already. Yes, Brittany, very excited to hear about cruising again. And like I said, right there where the rocket launch was there today is a beautiful area, and that's where we actually ported out of last time there at Port Canaveral and got on the Oasis of the Seas. It's a great port, you guys. Very easily accessed. What we did was we stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn, and I highly recommend that. It's right on the beach. They have like a little tiki hut, bar and grill type thing outside of the hotel right next to it there. And then they've got a little pool area, a little splash pad pool for the kiddos. And then they have like loungers and umbrellas and stuff like that you can rent if you want to. It's got, their own, stretch of beach right there, at the hotel there. So we just loved it. We stayed there 2 years in a row, actually. So after we did our adventures at Disney World and the parks and everything, of course, we were worn out. And so we went to Cocoa Beach, stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn there for a day or two, and was able to rest up before our flight back home. So I highly recommend that. And then when we sailed out of Cape Canaveral, we actually flew into Orlando, took an Uber over to the Hilton Garden Inn there, stayed the night there before our cruise, and then we just took the short Uber trip over to the port, and it's like 10 minutes away, if that. So it's just right down the way. Oh, and something interesting about that, I'll tell you a story what happened. We called the Uber, and so the fella comes and comes to pick us up, right? So we go in the Uber, and of course we're super early. My husband likes to be super early everywhere we go. So we get in the Uber, and the guy, he takes us He's like, you guys got some time, right? And we're like, yeah, sure. And so he took us on a little tour between Hilton Garden Inn and the port. There's like this little neighborhood, and he took us through this little neighborhood, and they actually have peacocks that just like live there, like running wild, and they are gorgeous peacocks. And so I might have some, I'm sure I do. I have pictures of them, on my Instagram and Facebook. So go over there and check them out. But yeah, we would have never known that was there, So that's why I like doing these Ubers, because you get kind of a local tour guide too, with it. So it was really, really cool. Okay. You know what part of Port Everglades is opening by? Any news of that? Yeah. Opening by October. Yes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll double check on this, Nancy, but I believe that they will be open before that. But let me check on that for you, and I will let you know for sure. But I believe so. I believe the answer is yes. Okay, we sailed out of Port Canaveral too. At the time I did my cruise, the only port Disney. Oh, okay, yeah. See, that's the perfect port for a Disney cruise, you guys. You can go and you can go have fun at Disney World for a day or two, and then go over and get on your ship. And what's really cool about that too is that when you stay on Disney property, they give you a free ride, on the Magical Express from the airport to your hotel. So you can actually fly into Orlando Airport, have a free shuttle that'll take you to your Disney Resort hotel. So you can stay there for a night or two or three or whatever you want to do before your Disney cruise. Okay, so you can do a couple of days at the parks if you want to, or just fly in and stay the night before there. And then the Disney Cruise Line bus will pick you up right there at your resort and take you to your Disney cruise, which is, like I said, it's only about 45 minutes away. So it is an awesome way to get to your Disney cruise. Absolutely. There's Griswold Family Vacay. Welcome. Happy Saturday. And I know the Griswolds, I guess you've been to Branson and all of that before. That's close to us as well. And so they're out in Oklahoma, I believe. But yeah, definitely check out their channel too. So we're still waiting to hear from Silver Dollar City. I do have an annual pass for Silver Dollar City, so I am waiting to hear when they will open up. So hopefully it won't be very long. Fingers crossed. Brittany says, a super cool tour. I remember when I worked for Disney, some of my Lyft drivers also work for Disney. Yeah. I bet you they do. Yeah. So you can usually find a lot of cast members that have other jobs like Lyft, Uber. They may work over at Universal, things like that. Absolutely. And Griswold Family Vacay says, Branson is awesome. It's like our second home. Me too. Absolutely. So definitely we should have a meetup. We should have a meetup down there. I'll have to let you know. Okay, and then they have season passes also. Awesome. Wonder if they will still do the teacher month thing like they have in the past. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what all is going to happen. I know we were excited about for May, it was supposed to be barbecue and blues month, or not blues, but what am I trying to say? And have the music festival there. So we were going to go to that, and of course all of that got spoiled, but this is the first, of course, what happened, my luck. This is the first year that we've had an annual pass. So I've been wanting to get an annual pass for like the last 3 or 4 years. And my family that live closer down there, they've had one for years, and they always tell me, right at January 1st or so, then you can go online and get it, super cheap. And so I've been meaning to do that for the last 2 or 3 years. And then I finally go and get our annual pass. And then look what happens. Then we can't even go. But the good news of that is they did extend our pass till next year. So we're still waiting to hear exactly. Right now it's extended till June 1st of next year. But I'm hoping they will extend that even further if they're not able to open up. So yeah, hopefully that will. Would love to go to Branson, but never been. It's a beautiful area, Brittany. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's, beautiful lakes, and it's all lush green trees and everything. So it's also really close to Eureka Springs, which is only about an hour south of Branson, which is another great place to go and tour. I recommend doing the bus tour when you get there because they will take you all around and they will tell you about the whole area, the history behind the area and all of that, which is very, very interesting. And that area kind of sprang up from Hot Springs, Arkansas, which is another little, further south. But yeah, Hot Springs is awesome. Eureka Springs is awesome. Branson is awesome. I know a lot of people are going to start doing some domestic, road trips and stuff like that this summer. Stay kind of closer to home, stay in the United States. So those are some places that I highly recommend. We're also not too far from Tennessee. So in Tennessee, you've got, of course, Graceland and everything there in Memphis. And you've got like Dollywood and all of that out there in Gatlinburg area. All of that is all just top-notch area for you guys to go. Beautiful, Smoky Mountains are gorgeous. So I highly recommend all of those areas. Also, if you want to go even further north, you've got the Wisconsin Dells and all of that. You've got Kansas City with Worlds of Fun and, all kinds of things. So definitely go check out all the places here in the Midwest that are so, so awesome. There's Papa Mozo. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Yeah, Eureka is a good place for couples getaway. Absolutely. And a lot of motorcyclists. A lot of motorcyclists go down there. I know we saw a lot of motorcycles when we were there. So, I know like mountain biking and all of that is big down there. Absolutely. And Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge are like sister cities. Yep. They're not too far away from each other. But we kind of sit right between them where we are here. So it's a little bit further away to Gatlinburg than Branson. But yeah, basically, we can drive very easily to either one of those. Another place, you guys, that is gorgeous, and I haven't been since I was growing up, is Kentucky. Kentucky is gorgeous. If you ever get a chance to go to Kentucky Horse Park, Cumberland Falls, all of that is gorgeous. Then of course, we took my parents have a motor home, so we've done a lot of motor homing around. We went out to Colorado, just absolutely phenomenal road trip to go out there and go to Pikes Peak and all that. What is it? Seven Falls. Garden of the Gods, all of that stuff, you guys. If you have not been to, well, they're by Denver, but what is it called? See, I forget. But gorgeous out there. They've got it's like almost like the Grand Canyon, that runs through there, and they have that like bridge that you walk across. It's just, you got to go. You got to see it all. It's all gorgeous. So yeah, there's plenty of places to see right here in the United States that are gorgeous, you guys. On my list is going out to Las Vegas and the Grand Canyon and get to do all of that. So hopefully we'll be able to get out that way and be able to see all of that before too awful long. I haven't convinced my hubby yet. He has his eyes more on like New York area. And so he wants to go to like New York City. But I said, if I go to New York, I want to go to Niagara Falls, and do all of that stuff up there. So there are so many places that are so gorgeous right here in the United States, you guys. So 2020 may be the year for you to hit the road, and do a good old American road trip and go see, all these gorgeous, gorgeous places. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's about all I had for today. Thank you all so much for coming. If you have any questions, just put them in the description or in the comments below, and I will get back to you on that. Okay, Brittany says, have been to the Smoky Mountains before, but it's been many years since I've been. Yeah, it's been a little while since we've been down there too. It's been a minute, but we love that area. Gorgeous, gorgeous area. And a great place to, just take a road trip and go out there. Gorgeous, gorgeous area. So, all right, guys. Well, I will let you go. You all have a blessed and magical day and weekend. And love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you on the beaches of the world. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Have a great day.